Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I don't feel as young as I used to? Maybe climbing stairs leaves you just a little more winded than before. Or you notice your joints don't move quite as smoothly as they did 10 years ago. That's normal, and it's something many of us start to feel after 60. But what if I told you there are small things you can do each day to help you feel better, move more easily, and even live longer? You don't need a fancy gym membership or some new anti-aging pill. You just need to make a few simple changes to what's already on your plate. That's right, your daily food choices can have a big effect on how you age, how strong you stay, and how long you live. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 specific foods that have been studied by scientists and shown to help people live longer, especially after the age of 60. These aren't strange or expensive foods, either. In fact, you might already have some of them in your kitchen. The best part? These foods can help lower your risk of heart problems, keep your brain sharp, and even protect your bones and muscles. Let's start with one that's often overlooked, but incredibly powerful: beans. Yes, something as simple as beans can make a huge difference as we age. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans, there are many kinds, and they all come packed with fiber, protein, and important nutrients. What makes them so helpful after 60 is how they support your heart and help manage blood sugar levels. As we get older, our risk of high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol goes up. But eating beans regularly, just a half cup a few times a week, has been shown to help lower these risks. And it's not just about preventing disease. Beans also help with digestion, which many people over 60 struggle with. They keep things moving, so to speak, and help feed the good bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut has been linked to a stronger immune system and even better mood. So, next time you're planning dinner, think about adding beans to your soup, salad, or even just heating them up with a bit of olive oil and garlic for a simple side dish. Now, let's move on to another food that's rich in healthy fats and does wonders for your brain and heart: fatty fish. I'm talking about salmon, mackerel, sardines, and even canned tuna. These fish are full of omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown in many studies to reduce the risk of heart disease and keep your memory sharper as you age. After 60, keeping your brain healthy becomes even more important. Forgetting a name here and there is one thing, but many older adults worry about bigger memory problems. Eating fatty fish just twice a week has been linked to a slower rate of cognitive decline. In simple terms, that means your brain stays clearer for longer. And don't worry if fresh fish isn't in your budget, canned versions can work just as well. Just look for ones packed in water and with low sodium if possible. If you're not a big fan of fish, you can still get some omega-3s from plant-based sources like walnuts and flax seeds, but fatty fish gives you a form of omega-3 that's especially easy for your body to use. Alright, we've talked about beans and fatty fish, 2 foods that are simple, affordable, and full of benefits. But maybe you're wondering, what about fruits and vegetables? That's a great question, and we'll absolutely get to that. But there's one more food I want to share with you right now that's often called a superfood, especially for people over 60, and that's berries. Berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, are full of something called antioxidants. That's a big word, but all it means is they help protect your cells from damage. As we age, our bodies naturally face more wear and tear, and that can lead to problems like inflammation, memory loss, and even cancer. Berries help slow that damage down. There was a well-known study that followed older adults for many years, and it found that people who ate berries regularly had better brain function than those who didn't. Even just 2 servings a week made a noticeable difference. And it's not just your brain, berries can help your heart and even your skin. You can eat them fresh, frozen, or in a smoothie. Just try to avoid the ones packed with added sugar, like some jams or sweetened yogurts. So far, we've covered beans, fatty fish, and berries, 3 foods that are easy to find, taste great, and are supported by strong scientific research. They each help in different ways: your heart, your brain, your digestion. And the great thing is, you don't need to change your whole diet overnight. You can simply start by adding a few servings of these foods to your meals each week. Just imagine this: a morning where you feel more energized, a day where your joints feel a little looser, a night where your sleep is deeper and your mind is clear. It's not about turning back the clock. It's about feeling your best, one smart food choice at a time. Now that we've covered some powerful everyday foods, let's keep going. There are a couple more that you might not expect, but they have just as many benefits, especially for folks over 60. One of those foods is something many people enjoy without even realizing how good it is for them: leafy greens. Think of spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, or even good old romaine lettuce. These are not just side dishes or garnishes, they're packed with nutrients that can truly support your body as it ages. Why are leafy greens so helpful after 60? For one, they're full of vitamins like K, C, and A, along with minerals such as calcium and magnesium. But what really makes them special is how they support your bones, your eyesight, and your brain. Vitamin K, in particular, helps keep your bones strong and may even reduce the risk of fractures. That's important, especially if you want to stay active and independent well into your 70s and beyond. Another interesting thing researchers have found is that people who eat at least one serving of leafy greens each day tend to have slower cognitive decline. That means their memory, thinking, and attention stay stronger for longer. And it's not just from one study, this finding has been supported by several research groups around the world. So, whether you add spinach to your morning eggs, toss kale into your soup, or make a big salad for lunch, you're helping your brain stay sharp. If you're not a big fan of the taste of greens, here's a simple trick: sauté them lightly with a bit of olive oil and garlic. This softens the texture and brings out a mild, pleasant flavor. Some people also like to blend them into smoothies, especially spinach, which has a very light taste when mixed with fruit. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: nuts. These little snacks are more powerful than most people give them credit for. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, hazelnuts, they're all full of healthy fats, protein, and important minerals like magnesium and selenium. What makes nuts so special for people over 60 is how they support heart health, reduce inflammation, and even help with weight control. You might be wondering, aren't nuts full of fat? And yes, they are, but it's the kind of fat your body actually needs. Healthy fats help keep your cholesterol levels in check, reduce the risk of heart disease, and even help your brain function properly. In fact, one large study found that people who ate a small handful of nuts daily were more likely to live longer, with fewer heart problems and a lower chance of developing type 2 diabetes. Nuts are also great because they're so easy to add to your routine. You can keep a small container of almonds in your bag for a quick snack. Sprinkle walnuts over your oatmeal. Add crushed pistachios to your yogurt. Just be mindful of portions, a small handful a day is enough. And try to choose unsalted or lightly salted options when you can, especially if you're watching your sodium intake. What's also nice is that nuts help keep you full between meals. That means you're less likely to reach for sugary or processed snacks. This can help you maintain a healthy weight without feeling hungry or deprived. So now, we've added leafy greens and nuts to our list along with beans, fatty fish, and berries. That's already a strong foundation for better health after 60. But you might be thinking, how do I actually fit all these into my day without making big changes? The good news is, you don't need a perfect diet. Even small changes can make a real difference. For example, you could start your morning with a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries and walnuts. At lunch, add a handful of leafy greens to your sandwich or soup. Snack on a few almonds in the afternoon. And for dinner, include a serving of beans or grilled salmon. None of this has to be complicated or expensive. In fact, frozen berries and greens can be just as healthy as fresh ones, and canned beans and fish are often more affordable while still being nutritious. The important thing is to start where you are and make small steps forward. Over time, those small steps turn into habits, and those habits can help you feel better, move easier, and enjoy more healthy years doing what you love. Many people believe that aging means slowing down or giving up certain parts of life. But that's not necessarily true. With the right foods and a little consistency, it's possible to feel stronger, stay sharp, and keep doing the things that bring you joy, whether that's gardening, walking your dog, playing with your grandchildren, or just waking up each day feeling ready to enjoy life. As we keep going, there's one more food I want to tell you about. It's something you might already drink, and it has some surprising health benefits that researchers have studied for years. That final item on our list might be sitting in your kitchen right now. It's tea, especially green tea. Now, if you're more of a coffee drinker, don't worry, we'll talk about that too. But green tea has gained a lot of attention in recent years for its connection to better health and longer life, especially in older adults. What makes green tea so special is something called catechins. These are natural compounds found in tea leaves, and they have strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. In simple terms, they help protect your cells and reduce stress in the body. When you drink green tea regularly, it can support your heart, your brain, and even help lower the risk of certain cancers. In fact, some large studies done in Japan, where green tea is a daily habit for many people, found that those who drank several cups a day had a lower chance of dying from heart disease and stroke. Now, you don't need to drink 5 or 6 cups a day to see a benefit. Even just 1 or 2 cups a day can make a difference, especially when it replaces sugary drinks or processed beverages. If green tea isn't your favorite, you can try other types like white tea, oolong, or even herbal blends. The key is to choose teas without added sugar and to enjoy them as part of your daily routine. Some people like to sip tea in the morning for a gentle boost of energy, while others enjoy a warm cup in the afternoon to relax and unwind. Now, earlier we mentioned coffee. And yes, moderate coffee intake can also be helpful. It's been linked to a lower risk of several age-related illnesses. But just like with tea, the benefit comes when you drink it without too much sugar or cream. So if you enjoy your morning cup of joe, you're not doing anything wrong, just try to keep it simple. So there you have it, 5 foods and drinks that can help support your health after 60, backed by science and easy to include in your everyday life. Beans for your heart and digestion. Fatty fish for your brain and inflammation. Berries for your memory and cell health. Leafy greens for bones and mental sharpness. Nuts for healthy fats and long-lasting energy. And green tea to support your heart and calm your body. You might be thinking, that's a lot to remember. But the truth is, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Maybe this week, you add a few servings of berries. Next week, you might try making fish for dinner. The week after that, a warm cup of green tea becomes part of your evening routine. These small steps can lead to big changes over time. And if you ever feel like it's too late to make changes, let me tell you, it's not. Many studies show that even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, healthy habits can still lower your risk of disease, improve your energy, and help you enjoy more active years. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about giving your body what it needs so you can keep doing what matters most to you. So keep things simple. Eat more whole foods. Drink more water. Move your body a little each day. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. This journey isn't about being perfect, it's about feeling better, step by step. I'd love to hear what you think. Have you tried adding more of these foods into your meals? Is there one you're curious to try next? Share your thoughts in the comments below. You might even inspire someone else who's just getting started. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We've got plenty more videos coming with easy, science-based tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and happy at every age. Here's to living your best life at 60, 70, and beyond. You've got so much life ahead, and every day is a chance to make it just a little bit better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.